Boom. Okay. I am excited as fuck. Let me get a one if y'all hear me. Or if I sound like a robot, tell me, DZ, you sound like a robot. All right. All right. All right. Got his vibe said. I sound good as fuck. Hey Mocha, how you doing? V in training is up in here. CJ the Diva is here. Sweet Tea is here. Problematic and loving it is off in this bitch. Right, Lady Jasmina? Welcome everybody. I'm so glad y'all can show the fuck up. Let me show y'all something real quick because we finna get it in. And people, they got us fucked up, right? They got us fucked up. I'm hearing about victim blaming. I'm hearing about, oh, we didn't know. I'm hearing about why y'all upset with the women in the situation. Because guess what? They didn't know. It ain't their fault. Well, contrary to what you believe, I'm going to tell you a lot of black women at this point in the game know how fucked up niggas are. So I don't want you to mistake somebody telling you, hey, you shouldn't have done that for victim blaming. Because the fact of the matter is you shouldn't have done that. But let's see what Homegirl got to say about victim blaming. Let's go.
Trigger warning, mention of unaliving. So the person on the right is Nene. It was her birthday recently and she was unalived by her baby daddy on the left. Their child is right there below. There have been 2 news articles that I've read so far. They have not listed her name, nor have they mentioned his, but friends and family are online confirming, which they always do before the news get to it. It was stated that he was jealous of her and cannot accept moving on. They also stated that a lot of people see him on live yesterday smoking, doing whatever it is, and could care less that he has shot her and that she's gone. The most devastating thing about this entire story is that she was taken out on her birthday, y'all. Her birthday, and she was only 20. If her family is seeing this, let us know what y'all need, whether that's a GoFundMe, a Cash App link, whatever the case is. And again, as I said in the last video that I made about another woman being taken out and unalive by one of our men, stop blaming the women and hold the men in y'all communities accountable. Because it's one thing to say, well, y'all should have discerned this. Y'all should have seen the red flags. Y'all can say that at the end of the day. Stop absolving them of accountability. Stop unaliving black women because you can't take rejection and deal with your ego issues. It's sickening.
Yes, Miss Pagan, you caught that, didn't you? You caught that shit, didn't you? First of all, those are y'all's men. Ain't our men. Here's the deal. You can have compassion for somebody that got unalived, as she put it, off this planet prematurely, violently, or whatever. It's not their fault per se that it happened. It's really sad. And at the same time, the black community likes sayings like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. How many motherfucking black people have y'all heard say that shit? Why does that not apply to this situation? Huh? Because I'm looking in comments, I'm looking all over the fucking place, and these women are quoting the stats. We being unalived every 5.5 hours. We suffer the most domestic violence. We got all this shit going on. And then when you see a fellow black woman jumping into a relationship with one of these degenerate sons of bitches, we supposed to just oh, that's too bad. How would she have known that was going to happen to her? How in the fuck? Because that normally doesn't happen. Black men normally take care of their kids and their children. They provide, protect, problem solve, and all kind of shit. They're rarely violent. Until you can say that type of shit, bitch, miss me with the victim blaming nonsense. But let me share my game, my screen with y'all real quick, because we not fixing to play this game. I don't know what type of fucking play toy motherfuckers take divestors for, but we're not that. You're not going to sit up there and play in our fucking face and then turn around and act like you didn't fucking know that a nigga is violent. Okay? I feel like you may be addicted to the GoFundMes. I feel like you're addicted to coddling. I feel like you're attention whoring at this point when you jump into a relationship with one of these dusty fucks. Period. So today somebody made a video and they were, talking about the death of this black woman that was dropping her kids off at the daycare. She had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Her and her Dusty broke up, okay? And when she went to go drop the kids off, he went on ahead and put a couple of shells in her ass. Now here's the deal. The comment section was interesting. Let's go. Oh my God, why we got to go through this shit here. So this woman put, and I covered up everybody's names because everybody's a sensitive ass motherfucker. I hear you put my name up there and I ain't did nothing. Okay, that's fine. Cover your name up. We got to keep it going. I will never stop saying this. Every time that a woman gets a restraining order, she should be required to take a concealed class paid for by the state. Hold up, bitch. You got life fucked up. What you mean paid for by the state? How do you think everybody else is supposed to go ahead and pay for your horniness for a shit log? I'm not approving my tax dollars to go into you and your goddamn bullshit when you know fucking, let me calm down. You know fucking well what these apes give. Paid for by the state, that's what got me. So you want to be able to go ahead and roll in the hay with these dusty fucks and then everybody else pay for it? I don't think so. I'm not going. Okay. And given a gun also provided by the state. Okay, bitches, what are you going to do about the situation? What are you going to do about the situation? Do you have any plans on controlling any of this at all? You just going to go and fuck and put the rest on us? Really? 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 Until the order is lifted or until this person is incarcerated. Guess what? How about stop fucking with these niggas? That is a simple ass solution. Very simple solution. Okay. And then we got the bobblehead coming. This is a great idea. What? Nobody ever mentions, hey, why don't we stop fucking around with these niggas? They're pretty dangerous. Because that right there, that's extreme. But the state giving you a restraining order plus a concealed weapons class plus a goddamn gun, plus your food stamps, plus your WIC, plus your goddamn Section 8, plus whatever the fuck you need, your Medicaid or whatever. All you responsible for is fucking. Really? I don't know who's extreme. I think that's extreme. Aaliyah, can you comment on this shit, please?
Of course. I mean, the thing with victim blaming is there's a difference when the situation is due to no fault of your own or something is out of your control. That's different as opposed to just making dumbass decisions. That's not victim blaming. That I mean, because at some point you stop being the victim and you start being a willing participant at that point, especially after you've already been made aware of the problem and you still dive head first into the bullshit. I mean, at that point, it's kind of hard to continue to feel sorry for people. And they can call it victim blaming all they want to, because I've always said this community has an issue with the truth. We have a very complicated relationship with the truth. So it's just better to accuse people of victim blaming than saying, okay, well, she did that. She chose that. Why did she do that? Asking questions like, no, you've already been told, you've already been warned. So if you still get involved with some of these men, I'm sure you've seen the records. I'm sure you know exactly where he came from. And if you still willingly do shit like that, I'm sorry, at that point, you kind of lose all sympathy. That's just what it is.
What's going on, Shane? And I agree with you 100%. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Um, I don't really have a whole lot more to add to this other than I'm sick of them expecting everybody else to handle their shit. It's like, no, ma'am, you are on every single program known to man, and you still can't get your shit together to leave these cycles alone. Even if for some crazy reason that they have no idea that these men are dangerous. He more than likely, by the time he got to the point where he was, going to kill you, he's probably already hit you. He's probably already been verbally abusive. He's probably already done all kind of stuff for you to say, "Hey, this nigga ain't right. Let me get the fuck up out of here."
But
Especially before. Yeah, go ahead.
look at what it says up in this comment. This is a great idea. No, ma'am, that's a horrible idea. Okay. I'm sure many of these women didn't think their partners would take their lives. Stop the cap. Stop it. I'm getting motherfuckers telling me they tired of hearing about this. What do you mean? They tired of hearing about it because it's all over the place. What do you mean they didn't think that this nigga would fuck them up? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Are you okay? And then had the nerve to quote the stat up under it. Contrary is happening every 5.5 hours. I'm so frustrated by these stories. No, y'all are not. You are not frustrated by these stories because whenever these bitches post they boot thing, you down there putting hearts up under it. And it's normally a non-working gold teeth motherfucking Hennessy and blunt wrap sucking bastard that you co-signing. Okay? You know the goddamn Dusty had to come in and tell you the government can't afford what the government can't afford and that women are already overprotected by the state. Listen, the last person that needs to be telling somebody how broke the government is somebody that's costing the government $50 billion a year because you are a fucking idiot, a violent idiot. The government can't afford what? They can't afford your children that you keep skeeting out like a water spigot every goddamn 5 minutes. That's what they can't afford. Then we got another motherfucker. This is actually a great idea. See, ladies, you're going to get a whole bunch of co-signing when the shit makes it to where they don't have to stop fucking niggas. This is why you see bitches in a whole bunch of places where it's still acceptable to consider a black man. Anything that tells them that they can still fuck a nigga, they down for it. The moment you say, you know what to fix this shit, if you knock this off, if you stop fucking with them, that will fix this. It won't fix the crime in the neighborhood because everybody's a victim of their crime, that part. But as far as intimate partner violence, that'll get rid of it. Day one. Day one. The only thing that would be left that would be considered intimate partner violence is what the niggas that's coming to get their ex, if you get what I'm saying. You done left the relationship and he feeling some type of way and he's coming to get you for it because they're known to do that too. But people say they want you to be solution based. They want you to go ahead and stop with the negativity. No, bitch, when you get with niggas, you are negative. Negative shit starts happening. You got me all the way fucked up. Okay? I agree. They won't do that. Listen, the women in this comment section were agreeing. We're going to keep fucking niggas. So what the state needs to do is go ahead and tell some white man to come and intervene because there's no way I'm not going to stop fucking niggas. Point blank period. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not victim blaming, but if you feel hit by a stone I've thrown, then go ahead and rub that shit in. Marinate in it. Because if you feel hit by anything that I'm saying, you probably a fucking mammy on the low. I don't care if your name is Divested Space Ghost. If you still fucking niggas, 9 times out of 10, you are a mammy. I want to say 10 times out of 10, but again, I'll get called extreme for that shit. Okay? I can't with y'all. I'm not doing it. It is what it is. So I'm all over the place. Y'all know I just chill in spaces and I check my inbox. This is y'all's niggas. This is y'all's niggas. This post was shared in a Facebook group. I blurred out their names as well. If the niggas not putting you 6 feet under, this is what they're doing to you. Okay. This nigga said, "Attention, baby daddies of Georgia. I'm already done. I'm already done. These motherfuckers are proud baby daddies. Why? Because you let them do it. But anyway, this is your chairman checking in to inform you if your baby mama gets food stamps or Medicaid, she will be getting $350 per child tomorrow from Governor Kemp." I'm taking a break. They not even embarrassed. They're not even embarrassed. Those of you that don't know who Governor Kemp is, he's the zaddy that's over Georgia. Okay? This is some low-hanging, succubus ass shit. Okay? And an additional $350 for herself. She will be receiving a Visa card via email at approximately 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have acquired a baby mama informant. Can we stop for a second for the mammies in the house? Can we stop for a second? He got all that information from one of these fucking mammies out here. I told you they was dangerous. I haven't lied on a mammy yet. It is what the fuck it is. Whenever they can get a Scooby snack, I don't care if it's just a pat on the head or you being called queen, these bitches will sell you all the way out. So in the black community, believe it or not, that bitch just put a lot of women in a very bad situation. A lot of these women have awful baby daddies, violent baby daddies, vindictive baby daddies, broke baby daddies, and she around here feeding him information about what they supposed to be getting from White Zaddy. You can't make this shit up. Let's keep going. Okay? I have acquired a baby mama informant that I've known for a very long time. Of course you did. Okay? And she is down for baby daddy matters. I can't do this. I can't do this. Okay. Movement. Apparently that's a movement. I had no clue what it is because black men don't take care of their children. I don't know how you're going to, whatever. Okay. And will provide us with weekly updates so we can stay on top of things and get in where we fit in. So it's time to send those texts. Let's get what's rightfully belong to us as well. Y'all, you can't make this shit up. I'm fixing to shut up. Yes, look, I'm looking at the comments. It is pathetic, Macy. It's awful. It's awful. This is the community that they come from. Okay, so if you got 5 kids, we looking at less than $2,000 that he fixing to be fighting you over and sending you, "Hey, big head" text. And your stupid ass finna be like, "Hey, boo. Welcome to the panel, Ebony. I don't know if you heard what's been going on up here concerning the black community yet again. How are you?"
I'm fine, but I won't be here long. But I do have to say, as I've always said, there are no victims here. If you know what the deal is, You know what the deal is. You know what to do. It's not like nobody told you. That could fly in the 1920s, maybe 100 years ago, but not now in the age of media and everything. There are no victims here. Now, a lot of people, that's victim blame. No, it's not. No, it's not. If someone told you, hey, keep your hand off the stove, would you
Facts.
keep your hands off the stove? Hey, don't play in traffic while you're naked and you have no sneakers on. Would you do it? Hey, don't mess with men who hate you.
Hmm.
Serious. I mean, it's that serious because you are dying. And you're dying every day. You're dying by the hour. Your children are dying. What is it going to take? So you want the white man or whatever, to basically cover up your mistakes, pay for your mistakes as well. Yeah, it was a mistake. Okay, we understand mistakes. But when you go back over and over and over again, that's not a mistake. That's just a badass choice.
I I don't even know what to say at this point. You know, everybody sees this, by the way. So when you go places, ladies, and you get the side eye, once you start speaking with a little bit of intelligentsia, you're gonna get what's coming to you. You're gonna be all right. They're gonna prejudge because this is the type of shit that they see all over the fucking intrawebs. Okay? If you're hanging out on Facebook and you are a white person, they're gonna see this shit. They're going to see this shit. Okay? So don't take the side eye personally. Introduce yourself and get the job done. Whatever you came to that business for, get what you came to get. But they're gonna side eye you first because this is the type of shit that we pound in our chest. Oh, these are supposed to be the builders and providers of your community, and they looking out for a food stamp card, a Visa card, and sending you "Hey, big head" text. And here's the thing: this is the worst part about it. Bitches gonna fall for it. Over $350 per person. That ain't shit. Do you hear me?
That
And
won't even buy some shoes for some people.
I couldn't believe it when I saw this shit. I almost fucked around here, cropped it and posted with everybody fucking name in it, but I had to get that shit up off of there. I'm like, God damn, you gotta be shitting me. This is some low level degenerate pauper beggar ass shit. I swear to God. I swear. Aaliyah, you got anything on this? Boom.
I think, no, I'm positive that these are some of the most unattractive men I've ever had the displeasure of reading or hearing about, because I've never seen a group of men that are determined to compete with their women for absolutely everything. They are so concerned about everything you do, everything you get. They have to be included. It's like, God damn, do you think you have to do any fucking thing for yourself as a man? Can you let go of our coattails? At some point, I mean, really, can you stand on your own 2 feet? Do you have a set of nuts? These how are the women who still fucking with them not embarrassed? These men have to have, they're so worried about every damn thing you get that they don't get. They literally are clocking every dime that you get. If you're getting anything extra, they want to be in on it. They want to know about it. They want to make sure everybody else knows about it. I mean, it's just, this is the most feminine bullshit I've ever heard. But I do have a question, because for everybody who keeps saying that we don't have any solutions, I would like them to tell us what are the solutions. Because if the solution is not to put yourself first, stop muling, stop being allowing people to walk all over you and make a fool out of yourself, and go ahead and put yourself first and walk away from this bullshit and find you somebody that will love you and appreciate you. If that's not a good enough solution, you mean to tell me the solution is to what? Stay and keep doing the same thing over and over again? Or continue to help them build? Because, of course, this is the group of men who needs the most help as I've ever seen. I mean, they need all this help. They need all this support. We need to come together and do this and do that. And they can't do absolutely anything without their women. And it's just, what is the solution? To say, if the solution walk away and get the
Uh-oh,
hell
Leah.
on.
Your your mic is roboting. Go out and come back in.
Okay.
This is so fucking ugly, y'all, and this is our so-called community. Um, they're acting like your bitch. It's a dystopia, and it's very confusing. Let me tell you why. You're providing for them, mammies. I'm not talking to you ladies. You know it doesn't apply to you, but the ones that's still trying to figure out what the fuck they fixing to do, you're providing for them from some other man, and then dropping to your knees to make sure he's comfortable and pleased. That's so goddamn weird to me. I don't even know what to say. Are you okay with that shit? Are you okay with that? Are you so insecure that you have to do the most? He doesn't have to do anything. And on top of that, when he gets upset with you, he can whoop your ass, and y'all are still out here trying to get with these motherfuckers. So since we've been up here, we done seen motherfuckers begging for state benefits from their baby mama, and or trying to figure out a way to go ahead and stay with black men. You trying to stay with black men. Just give me a gun. Governor Kemp, just give me a gun real quick. So that because I'm not gonna leave him alone. But give me a way so I can defend myself. If you are pre-planning to defend yourself against somebody you crushing on, boo, you need to get the fuck on. Dead ass serious. I didn't even know what to say when I pulled this shit up. I'm like, what the whole hell? So let's see what the black community gives again. We've already talked about this, and y'all, this is why I have the shade room up here. Okay, because black folks love the shade room for some reason. They just love the shade room. Okay, they like the mess. All right, the CDC says STD epidemic in the U.S. is out of control with syphilis, HIV on the rise. 1.6 million cases of chlamydia reported last year alone. Shade Room tried it. They tried to let their degenerate ass followers know, hey y'all, it's some shit going on. Y'all need to go ahead and protect your twig and berries, protect your taco, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Right? This is what I wanted to show y'all. We already said this was happening. We said this was going to happen months ago. But hey, let's not pop our collar, right? Because that's cocky and arrogant. But anyway, look at the total shares. When I saw this shit at 11:39 this morning, Eastern Standard Time, not one motherfucking share. When I tell you nobody gave a fuck, they didn't give a solid fuck what's going on with this goddamn community and all the STDs that's going on. I know you want to jump in on this, Ebony. Not one fucking share.
Well, unfortunately, I've gotten to the point. I'm not surprised. They don't want to hear this shit, but they'll talk about Bobby and Whitney all day long. Or they'll talk about old R&B groups or who's beefing with whom. They act like they have one brain cell in the entire community to share.
Disrespected the fuck out of brain cells.
I know, but it's like they have one, and everybody has to borrow that brain cell to speak or do anything. And it's sad. It's really, really sad, but I'm not surprised.
We talked about this shit when it was still cold outside, okay, from last winter, because I mean, the black community never changes. Every time they have some issues, or you got to go on lockdown, or there's the economy is collapsing, whatever. Believe it or not, birth rates went up in the black community when the economy crashed in 2008. I don't know why we respond that way as so-called black people, but black folks need to knock the shit off. Welcome back, Aaliyah.
Oh, hello. Good to be back. Hopefully, I'm not boring.
You are.
I'm still working.
Yeah,
I am.
Working. Uh-huh.
This thing, StreamYard is acting like a whole maker because they had to know I was about to go off about this STD thing. That's what it was. I need to go out and come back in.
Yeah, do that because that's your specialty. You work with these motherfuckers with the nasty dick and the sauerkraut. So I'm you know.
Oh, DZ, that was me.
You know them bitches be smelling crazy as fuck when they fuck with niggas.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like, you can damn near smell them when they still fuck with niggas. So their pH be all acidic. The crotch area, they pants be discolored and shit because it's getting all the acid poured on them. Look, y'all better leave the motherfuckers alone. Get you some goddamn baking soda, take a bath, sit there and read a book or something. Cause honey, you're used to it, but others can smell what's going on in your life. These niggas with the shit log, they will have you around here paying off, smelling like you got issues and a lot on your fucking mind because everything they got on that dick is fixing to be on your coochie. Welcome back.
Okay. Is it better now? Is it better?
Just a little bit. Go ahead and let's see if it works.
I was about to say, if it's not, then I see that must be a sign that I need to not go in, not go in. But I guess so. You mean to tell me that the extreme, crazy country ghetto classes hood rats do all the cursing and nobody listens to or right on point with this? I mean, I guess everybody on this platform is already discussing various STDs and how they've been affecting Black women from a public health
Aaliyah,
standpoint.
it ain't gonna work, boo. It
Okay,
ain't gonna work.
because
Yeah.
I just had a few things to say. So, okay, I'll step down.
It's all good. It's all good. But look though, y'all, not one single share from the Black community, okay? Because it doesn't have anything. If it's gonna make the Black men in the community look bad, they're not gonna share that. On top of that, the Black community is not interested in anything that's going to make sense. That's going to improve the area. That's going to make them not be victims. So they're not going to share this shit because that would make them have to be responsible for going on ahead and having safe sex, making sure that they're not fucking irresponsibly. The Black community is a hedonistic type community, so they not going to pay no attention to no shit like this. So if you still dibbling and dabbling in the Black crotches, you might want to be careful, ma'am. You can't not sit on my goddamn couch. I don't want you sitting on a disposable chair, to be perfectly honest with you. Not only because of what's going on, between your legs. What's getting me is that the fact that you don't know how to step away from said community. But anyway, let's keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can tell you about this right here was that it was completely ironic what they're talking about concerning the STDs and the uptick of it. Okay. And then if you look in the corner, because I like to look at stuff and look around it and see what's going on with it. Okay. Over to the right, while they're talking about STDs, they talking about this motherfucking Nick Cannon getting a motherfucker pregnant again and about to have his 10th baby. Y'all don't find that shit ironic? I find that very, very interesting. But this is the community we hail from. Welcome to the panel, Kyra.
Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies.
Hey.
Couldn't leave you hanging. So, the solution, since we're solutions oriented, here's what you should do. You should try to sell your coochie to a Black male.
You gonna make me try?
Because we know Black males have money. You should try to find you a good Black man with some money and try to sell your coochie to him, and he's going to protect you.
I'm gonna start calling you the Shade Queen. I'm serious. I'm fixing to start calling your ass the Shade Queen because your ass throw so much shade. It's about to be 54 degrees in this motherfucking house.
But yes, the real solution is to stop messing with them. But that's too extreme. We're extreme and ghetto and hood rats over here.
Well, I'll be that. It's not. I don't have a problem with the name calling. But what you're not gonna say is I'm a victim blamer. You're not gonna say that shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have thrown out so much compassion, some undue compassion. We're talking about Black women that have several of these motherfuckers as baby daddies. And every time you got your ass whooped, I was on some, oh, wow, he shouldn't have did that shit. But since you got so much smoke for a bitch, then guess what? I'm just going to call you a bobbleheaded, stupid ass, mammy ass bitch. And the next time you get your snot box rocked, don't come over here looking for compassion. No, I'm not donating to your goddamn GoFundMe. No, I don't give a fuck about your children. How about that part? Because you don't give a fuck about them. You bringing your kids around this crazy ass nigga that done beat your ass several times over. He don't have to go to jail. You worried about the oppression that he may experience in the prison system, but you're not worrying about Black women's mental health from having to see all this shit all the time, having to know that this is what goes down in your so-called community. So since you don't give a fuck, guess what? I don't give a fuck, boo. I don't give a fuck. So it is what it is. Got Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You bring up a good point. They expect us to be so concerned and have so much compassion for their kids, but they don't have concern and compassion for their own kids. They put their kids in this situation just so they can have a shit log. They starve their kids. We're not supposed to talk about that. How they'll be feeding their kids hot dogs and beanie weenies and shit, and but giving the latest shit log in their life lobster and steak.
Mm, it is what it is, darling. Goddess G, welcome to the panel, dear.
Hey y'all. Um,
Hey.
okay, so I just got two things. First of all, in reference to these dudes being all upset about that $350, I find it funny that black men want everything black women have except them bastard ass kids that they keep putting out in these streets. And secondly, I also wanted to point out that I find it funny that you got Nick Cannon over there in the corner who is single-handedly trying to increase the black population, it seems, but you got my girl Courtney right above him at population control. I just thought that was so hilarious.
Sometimes I think they place this shit like to see if you'll catch it because they literally talking about pussy ass shit logs that's leaking all over the place, and these black women don't mind coming to get some of that shit. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. Okay? They don't mind at this point. I heard one mammy, and I shit you not, y'all, saying that, she believes in evolution. And if you just continue to live your life, one day chlamydia and one day gonorrhea won't be able to handle the human body, and we'll be so evolved that we won't catch the shit no more. This is a yoni egg bitch, and I swear to you, she said this shit. Okay? Look, welcome back, Aaliyah. They make me sick. Yes,
I'm
she
trying to
said
figure.
that shit. I swear to God.
I'm gonna try this again. I know it's probably gonna cut up again because I keep cutting up. That's what it is. But yeah, I had to talk about this because congenital syphilis is out of control in Georgia. It really is. And I just want to put this out there. If you don't care about yourself to get treated, at least get treated for the sake of your children who you risk being born blind or stillborn because you refuse to cooperate. Yes, our numbers are a fucking mess. It doesn't matter who's contributing to it. It's a whole lot more that I could say about that, but then I would be xenophobic and all this other shit. But if you do, better yet, put it this way, we need to know who your doctor is because we have a serious problem when they're not following state law, which is very clear that pregnant women are to be tested for STDs in the first trimester as well as the last trimester. And they have to do that because if you do test positive for anything, especially syphilis, you have to be treated at least 30 days in advance to delivery. So this is not something that can wait to be handled at the last minute or after you go in labor. And another thing, when I said gonorrhea was also a very aggressive infection, that's something else that can get into your baby's eyes as you give birth. And if gonorrhea is present, it can and it will damage your cornea or the whole eye globe and cause irreversible blindness. So if you don't like me, or at least, I at least need you to like your children, your unborn children, enough to at least get yourself to a doctor and have them tell you I'm not who I say I am and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And please spare me with these statistics are fake, they're not real, because I can assure you they are very much real. They're not fake. Because as soon as you got those results, you already knew what it was. As soon as you picked up the prescriptions for the Big Tarvy or the Genvoya or whatever, you already knew what it was. So does your insurance companies. So does the Ryan White
See,
program
but
or
look at
any other means.
let me
Huh?
tell you. Let me tell you. Literally everything you saying is going in one ear out the other. I gotta explain to y'all how desperate and how submissive and how pathetic and how these black women absolutely love these niggas. If would y'all believe me if I told you that they're even willing to sleep with ones that don't even like pussy? Do you know that I'm getting ready to prove that to you? Everybody that's in this comment section right now, I need you to hold on to your seats because if you didn't think black women were desperate for black men before now, you're going to think they're desperate. Um just listen to what homeboy, and I use that term very loosely, says. I'm gonna go back to the comments and I'm gonna look at this shit while it's playing because you finna get your feelings hurt if you think calling black women is somehow calling them desperate and pathetic and all this shit is somehow mean. There's not a black man that walks this earth that can't get no coochie from a black woman.
The
Just yes,
oh,
ma'am.
sorry. Can I ask a quick question before you play that video?
Yes, that's fine.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm just curious. If the child is blind, do these mammies get to get that crazy SSI money?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see their game. Okay, that's all I wanted to clarify.
So
I mean, but blindness is being kind because it could be stillborn. So I want to hope they're not taking the risk just for that.
these hoes
It's
are
What?
stupid. I'm
What?
sorry. They will take the risk to get a social security check. I'm talking about $887 a month. They'll have that child being born crip walking out this bitch just to get it. That's how pathetic they be acting, man.
Well, and Leah, you mentioned the stillbirths. Well, considering the way that these grapes are, in a sense, performing post-term abortions, what's the difference?
good point. I guess since we do have some of the highest, I guess unalived rates at being pregnant in this country too as well. So they're taking out the babies and the baby mothers before the children even get here. So yeah.
Let's go, y'all. Let's get to the pathetic, weird ass mammy that'll fuck any black man moving around this bitch. Y'all got to pay attention because this shit took me to the floor. Let's go.
Okay, so y'all all know, like, last night I tried me a little kitty gecko meow meow pow. So I'm gonna give you a review of what I feel if I'll ever do it again as a gay man. Okay, y'all, this is a 3-minute video, so sit back, get y'all popcorn, and get ready to key. Let's address the elephant in the room first, y'all. I was not aware of how many women would be willing to try a gay man. Like, my God, today, y'all was ready to give me that go 3000. And I respect it. I respect it. Anyway, so me and homegirl, we planned it out. And I went over there last night and no shade, sis was ready to go. Sis was ready to get it juking, no shade. I gagged, I was like, oh, wait, girl. I need to smoke me a little doobie or drink me a little something. Like, girl, no, hold on, wait, pause it. And by no means, I'm telling y'all, the girl was 10 out of 10. I love her. She was so pretty, like, gorgeous girl, but I was a little nervous, girl. This is my first time. I have literally never in my entire life even thought about doing nothing like this, y'all. Anyway, so at first, I wanted to kid up with her. We was gonna smoke a doobie and we was gonna drink a little something. So we was drinking, we was chilling, we was keying it up. And I wanted to get to know her. We was talking, like I love her now. That's my friend now. Okay, y'all, so this is where it get a little juicy. After we got done breaking the ice, I was like, okay, girl, let's get into it. So we, got to the bed and I went down because I be seeing men, they say eat it. The Tracy be saying eat it. So I went down and I tried to eat it, y'all. She made me stop, no shade, because I literally was giving. Don't play with me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I've never, ever put my mouth in nowhere like that, no shade. Y'all, then she started kissing me and girl, I don't know what took over me. No shade. I got on top and I did my big one. No shade. I did my big one with her. And y'all, I did not know this was real. She literally got like a little clench in her. She had a little clench in her, if you know what I'm saying. Like, she clenched me. She sucked me in. Now, let's have a moment of realness here, guys. Let's have a moment of realness. I would never in my life do that again, though. That was just not me. That was not me. I felt like a different person. I felt like something took over me, no shade. And you know what? I'm not going to expose my sis, but if she want to come in the comments and give my rating, I think she should, definitely. You know what? I had a great time. My rating for her is a 7 out of 10, girl. Just because she clenched me. Don't think she got me. But in all honesty, I'm gay. Let's be real here, guys. I like men. I would never do this again. I feel so uncomfortable. Like, that was not me. That was not me. Anyways, I guess I'm bisexual now or whatever. So yeah. But I recommend everybody try it at least one time, just to see if you like it, for real.
Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, mammies. Even he said he had standards. That motherfucker said he's never doing that shit again. Then he said he's taking his head off to you ladies for even being willing. He said he was surprised. I'm not, though. He was surprised that you would even let him do that. This has come to an all-time low. I don't even know where to go from here because I feel like I'm preaching at a bunch of women that literally are the lowest form of organism on the planet. You mean to tell me that not only the so-called regular whatever dust buckets have you on command, but these dust buckets got you on command too. They running experiments and shit on your coochie, and you good with it. Homeboy said you was ready and was clenching on him. Ladies in the chat, y'all know what that clench mean. You know what that clench mean. She's enjoying the fuck out of this shit. She wants some more of this shit. We know what the clench is. If your walls ain't tore the fuck down, you gotta clench, especially when you want him. Baby girl wanted him. He said he was ready. She was ready for a good jugging. This shit don't make no fucking sense. Where is the bottom? You keep falling and falling and falling and falling. I'm waiting for you hit the floor, but there is no bottom. There is no bottom. You got these boys, quote unquote, saying that I'm glad you let me try it. And you my friend now. So now I can tell people what it is. I'll have a story to tell. I'll have a TikTok that I can put up here about your nasty ass. What? I'm sorry. What? This is where y'all at, mammies? Ladies, get rid of your mammy friends. This bitch is nuts. She is nuts. You don't know how crazy this girl is. She's nuts. She will set you up, right? And then she'll let this dude that's clearly not preferring women have an experimental experience with her because he's a black man.
This is absolutely disgusting, and I know that's probably my cue to exit the conversation. Cause see, this is why a lot of these numbers are what the fuck they are. I mean, this is just ridiculous. It's just, okay. It's my, it's time to exit the conversation. Y'all ladies be easy.
Listen,
Okay.
I can't with this bullshit. I can't with this bullshit. Do you hear me? There is no bottom. This was bad enough where it had me thinking, DZ, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you just having fun, then say that. But if you think that the majority of black women, or not, I won't even say majority, I'll say just a little, little portion of black women are going to change. That's going to be very, very, very small. I'm talking about we got to put a zero and then a decimal, then another zero, and then a number right there. That's the percentage of black women that I expect to divest, actually make real change, not be in some temporary state of anger. You couldn't have told me last year that a black woman would be willing to do this shit. I shit you not, Shane.
Yes, ma'am. I don't even know what to say about this. You know what? I am going to try to be positive. At least, at least he wasn't a trans woman in jail. There we go. I think that's the bottom of the bottom.
Well, hell, we got that too. We have that too. That homegirl says she found love in jail with one of them, with one of those people that you just mentioned. So there is no bottom. There is no level that they're not willing to stoop. As long as that black man is there, she's gonna give it to him. It's on you, Kyra. This is so fucking sad. All I can do is laugh and cry at the same damn time.
I mean, there's nothing else you can do except laugh. I mean, why would you? Oh, I forgot. Now it's apparently phobic to discriminate against sleeping with a man based on his.
Uh-oh, she fell off. I don't give a fuck about being called phobic. I don't give a shit about being called phobic. I've been called everything in the goddamn book, truth be told. And just add phobic to the fucking list. I'm talking about staying safe. Between the violence and the sexual access, this shit is out of control. And before it turns me into some weird ass animal that doesn't have a soul or any feelings for anything, it's like you got to step away for a little bit. You got to walk the fuck off. Okay? You back, huh? I don't know what happened there.
My bad, my page refreshed, but I wanted to say I ain't gonna be nice about it. This chick is gonna be walking around with poop cooch because she decided to give her gay friend a good time. Like, to me, it's so ridiculous. It wasn't even like he was passing. You cannot exist in this world and act like you don't know about all these diseases that you get from these down low. She acting like daggone monkeypox ain't going around.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And this is a spot that you heard about monkeypox, early on. And now motherfuckers want to talk about it. Everybody think that some of this shit out here is a joke. And I won't lie. Sometimes, the motherfuckers are so stupid that it's funny. But when you getting dangerous like this, I have to step in and say, hey, you need it to knock it the fuck off because this is getting real fucked up. Somebody in the comments said she's patient zero. I look, that's not a stretch. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. It's not a stretch. Okay. Let me make sure I covered everything over here. Oh, oops. This is another one that didn't get a bunch of shares. 4 to be exact, at the time that I saw it. I'll just put that out there. Okay. The time I saw it, it got 4 shares. You motherfucking mammy ass bitches know good and fucking well you shop at Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Family Dollar, Dollar General, all this shit. You can come on here and pretend like you only order your shit from the finest motherfucking place. Listen, we already know you struggling. Whenever you not trying to flaunt and act like you a Michael Kors bag eating bitch, we already know where you shop at. Let's just keep it. We gonna keep it real tonight. We know where you shop. This article pertained to you. Why didn't you share this shit? I don't think they should be worried about the condom part because the condoms, y'all ain't using them motherfuckers no way. Let's just keep that part real, right? But your pregnancy test gonna tell you that you're pregnant with 5 goddamn nakers at once. It wasn't stored at the proper. You need to share that shit with them. You need to share that shit on your timeline. This shit didn't get shared by anybody but 4 motherfucking people. Okay? You can pretend like you are what you not all you want to, but I'm gonna keep it real over here. You need to share this shit. If you trying to have protected sex and you sitting up there getting your condoms from the dollar store, you might want to talk to your friend about it, mammy. You might want to, let her know what's going on. And I guess that mouthwash and toothpaste, we ain't gonna worry about that because them breaths always stinking in a motherfucker, especially when you're dealing with a nigga. That shit be about to arch your eyebrows. You don't even have to get them shits whacked. They breath be so fucking funky, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But again, y'all prefer these motherfuckers, so it's on you. Okay? But let's see what actually did get shared. Welcome back, Kyra. I don't know what's going on. You keep dropping off, but let's see what did get shared. Oh my goodness. Something having to do with 2 nakers. Absolutely. So at the time I saw this, there was 638 shares. This is the shit that's important in the Black community. Okay? This place has to be abandoned, ladies. This is what they're talking about. This is the shit that they want to talk. They want to talk about Nicki Minaj. They want to talk about all this shit that don't mean nothing. But your condoms and your mouthwash not working in your neighborhood Family Dollar, you ain't gonna share that, right? You're not gonna share nothing having to do with STDs going up exponentially in your neighborhoods. You ain't gonna do that, right? So you walking around with chlamydia and stink breath at the same time. Get rid of your motherfucking mammy friends, honey. Hey, Kyra.
Hey, DZ, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now I can.
Thank you. I just went ahead and switched to a whole headset instead of trying to work it on my work it through my phone because as you saw, I kept dropping on and off. So,
It's all good.
but about that Roy G. Biv dude that you were showing earlier,
I knew you was gonna get him. I knew it. I was waiting on it.
well, that the rhetoric has been pushing now that you're actually phobic if you choose not to deal with a man romantically if he is on that spectrum. You're phobic. What's wrong with sleeping with a openly flaming man.
See, but we got to get past giving a fuck what a group of stupid motherfuckers think. Y'all that care about what you're being called in the black community, honestly, shame on you, because here's the deal. They are not providing anything for your day-to-day living, and I've went over this with you guys before. So if they calling you phobic and bedwench and all that shit, let them. Why do you give a fuck? Okay?
I just don't understand why. First of all, I don't understand why we are not allowed to have our own preferences and desires. We're just supposed to be. Our coochie is, according to Blackistan, our coochie is supposed to not be a temple, but a homeless shelter where anyone can flop in.
Listen, their opinion doesn't mean anything to me. Honestly, it doesn't. I could go every single day, and I mean every fucking day, without using a single thing that a black person created. So therefore, their opinion doesn't mean much to me at all. It's funny. I'll look at it, I'll read it, but I don't give a fuck what they think. I care about being safe out here and not being robbed while I'm at the bank, right? So speaking of, let's get it.
Oh, really quick, this Discarded Roses asked what I'm eating. Let me put myself on mute, and I'm eating a Pop Tart for your information.
It's all good. They do me like that in Discord whenever I'm eating. They like, "What you eating?" I'm like, "Damn, I thought I was hiding that, but I wasn't." Here we go, y'all.
New tonight, wild moments caught on camera on the Upper East Side. Brazen robbers deliberately crashing into an SUV to steal a bag of cash from a driver at gun.
What the Nakers are doing now, because I told you that they were going to be hungry and desperate come fall. We're headed to fall tomorrow. Hello. Okay. They're just like hanging out around financial institutions, pretending as if they're doing something or handling business. What they're really doing is looking out of their periphery to trying to see what type of cash you getting back, what you got in that bag. What did you just tell the bank? If they're standing close, they're listening, they're eavesdropping to see what your business at the business is. So when the teller hands you anything, they don't know what it is. The Naker doesn't know what it is, but you in a very tough situation now because he wants to see what you got. Well, this is what happened to this man at the fucking bank. Okay, let's keep going.
Gunpoint, and it all unfolded this afternoon. Just as the sun began to sneak behind the buildings, a black Mercedes-Benz appeared to deploy a police-like pit maneuver on an SUV on the Upper East Side, pushing it onto the sidewalk at 91st Street and 2nd Avenue around 4:40 this afternoon. The black car then T-bones the SUV, pinning it. The passenger door flings open. Police say the man who jumps out had a gun and started whacking the window. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. Police say eventually robbing the 55-year-old driver, stealing a big bag of cash before darting back into the Benz as the car speeds away.
Now, here's the deal, ladies. This happened in broad fucking daylight. They said it was 4 something in the afternoon, right? 4 something in the afternoon, and they tried a man with this shit. You, with your little feminine self, you don't stand a chance. And no amount is too small for these dusty sons of bitches. They're broke. They're broke. You see jobs everywhere, but for some reason, they're broke. Okay? This is the type of shit, and that's why I'm telling y'all to please get armed to the teeth so you can defend your fucking self. Not only was it daylight, it was in the middle of rush hour, around 4 or 5 p.m., and on top of that, there were witnesses all over the place. What the news people didn't catch was the fact that he did that shit in a Mercedes-Benz. Anybody that has a Mercedes knows that motherfucker costs a lot of goddamn money. So what I get from that is he didn't own that motherfucking car because he didn't mind tearing that shit up. The other thing that I noticed is that he really didn't run back to the vehicle. He took his time because he knew no good and goddamn well nobody's going to do anything. People are afraid to approach these people. So when you're out and about doing your thing, please keep your head on a swivel. There is nothing that they won't do at this point. You got people filming it. You got people narrating it. They doing it in the middle of the day, in the middle of the street with a populace sitting out there. Okay? Welcome to the panel, Mistress Rowe.
Good evening, ladies. How y'all doing?
Amazing. How are you?
I am good. You know, I am reminded of a quote by Albert Einstein that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. And it's like they're hell bent on just repeating the same shit. They're hollering about needing resources. They're hollering about needing this or needing that. You're not gonna get any of those things. You're gonna get whatever is given to you because your men don't want to do a goddamn thing. It's not even like the absence of work. It's that y'all, they are fucked up so bad, DZ. I actually emailed you something where Boeing is moving their headquarters out of Illinois into, I think, West Virginia this coming fall. So starting tomorrow, they're going to start that transition, and that's jobs outside the city because these places are too fucking crime ridden to operate in. Aldi has shuttered its stores in places like Inglewood, and I believe there's a location in New York that they've shuttered a store. They're shuttering like 1,200 stores in these urban areas, making them fucking food deserts. What the fuck else is it gonna take for them to realize to let the shit log go? You bitches want to walk around and just forever be porta potties to take the shit log. I don't get it.
Listen, whenever they start calling the shit food deserts, now watch, just watch. What black women are going to do is they're going to get in front of a microphone, whether it be on YouTube or get in the face of a news station and say that white people won't open businesses in their areas. That's why it's food deserts. Ma'am, nobody wants to be having to wear bulletproof vests to come sell your ass some lettuce, whore. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Oh, they've already made a documentary about that. I sent you the link for that as well. This woman literally got her bobblehead ass up in front of that camera and said, well, it's just a problem. You know, we need these corporations to come in here because where are the people going to eat? Bitch, why are you asking white men where you going to eat? Ask the nigga that you lay next to who don't have a job, who ain't doing shit, who cost the economy $50 billion, who can't get his own place because he's a felon. Why don't you ask that nigga to do something? Why are ants and fucking bees building more than these niggas that you allow to name next to you? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm literally tired of hearing them talking about needing things. If you need things, do you know why these other communities have these things? Because the men next to them lay down the foundation. They do the work. These niggas don't want to work. They want to be you. That's why they're out here dressing up like you and getting mad about your hair, nails, and weave. They're getting mad about the fact that you have access to the very men that they will never become. They want to fuck white men. I'm just gonna say it. I don't care how
They
it sounds.
do. They do. I've seen
They
it.
literally want to be fucked. They want to fuck white men, be fucked by white men. They want to be taken care of. That's why they're constantly fucking competing with you about everything. So my question is this: why the fuck are you letting somebody who wants to compete with you, who don't even have a dog in a fight, ain't laced up his shoes to run no motherfucking race, will ride your back over the finish line, lay next to you at night if he is giving nothing to you? That is the question.
That's what they've been doing all these years. Y'all, honestly, black men give me the same feel if they're not being violent at the time that jealous women give me. I shit you not. They assessing you from head to toe to see what either they can crack on, roast, or steal from your ass. And if none of the above matters and he just trying to get some coochie, it is what it is. They're never there for anything productive. So when these so-called racist folks are profiling them, as they like to call it, it's for good reason. It's for good reason. I see you unmuted yourself, Kyra. Go ahead, boo.
Well, I wanted to clarify with Mistress Rogue. They want to be fucked by the white man. They want to be the catchers, not the pitchers. I mean, let's be very clear about that. But the thing is, these black women, they don't care living in these areas. Like, it's really damning to lose Aldi. Aldi's an affordable grocery store. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's the type of grocery store that those areas need, but they'd rather feast on jizz than maintain an order to have a grocery store.
Oh, from what the CDC is saying, the jizz has got a little extra spice in it with y'all nasty motherfucking ass. Y'all, if y'all got real close mammy friends, don't let that bitch eat off your plate. Tell her, hey, it's some more up there on the stove if you want some. Hey, enter at your own risk. Because the info's out there. From what it's saying, these motherfuckers is carrying around an extra package and you don't want none of that. I recommend you get these hoes out your life. But hey, who am I? And another channel, your device isn't connected, boo. So I can't let you up. Okay, you have to give StreamYards permission to let me let you up.
Can I say something else, DZ?
Absolutely.
At the rate that these businesses are leaving the community, and shout out to Kyra because that was a beautiful read, sis, before I go on. But at the rate these businesses are leaving these communities and these women are standing, and you had aldermen, you had mayors standing before the camera talking about this is racism, this is institutional. No, this is business, sir. If any of you motherfuckers took your ass to school, you would understand that if you lose any type of profit margin fucking with a place, it is not feasible for you to keep operating in that space. So yeah, they shuttered up Aldi. They're gonna shutter up the Whole Foods. They're gonna shutter up. They already took Boeing away. That's thousands of jobs lost, and some of those jobs are being held by Black women who are the heads of their household, but lay next to neighbors at night. I just don't understand why these women are not seeing how detrimental it is to even be in proximity with these negnogs.
Yeah, I can't do it. Also, Amazon, some of their warehouses are planning on moving to different areas as well because the niggas that they hire up there, we have had several WSB segments here where they're just showing motherfuckers stealing packages, stealing from the warehouse. You wonder why your shit taking so long to get there. That's because it's in Tyrone's trunk. Okay? He barely got the job because of his background, right? Barely passed the drug screen. I'm guessing that had to been his bitches goddamn pissed. Either that or the kids. And no, I'm not being hyperbolic. Some of these people take their kids' pee to the urine drug screen, but hey, that's a whole nother story. After he got in the door, after everybody on some SJW shit, he's stealing whatever. Sometimes they don't even know what's in the goddamn box. It could be a prescription for blood pressure pills. They just want to take and take and take. They don't give a goddamn thing. Period. Yes, Karma, hashtag all.
DZ, remember a few weeks ago I sent you news that news story about that Naker USPS worker who was using his job at the Postal Service to move substances. I can't say the D word, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
I do.
You remember that? So the fuck, you can't even be a regular post office worker, delivering mail without turning it into some degenerate illegal shit.
Let me go ahead and be mean. Mammies, you already hate me, so you're not gonna hate me any worse for what I'm getting ready to tell you. When these businesses leave your area, y'all, there's a apartment complex in Atlanta that the postal service refuses to deliver. Those people that live in that apartment complex have to go to the post office to get their shit. I shit you not. These people are getting tired of your shenanigans. They are. You're going to be in food deserts. You're going to be in crime ridden areas. In January 2023, you better get your ass from up out of Illinois because, hey, ain't nobody going to jail for shit up there. You better make your next move your best move. But this is why you're going to hate me, because I don't give a fuck what happens to you when you sit up there and pretend like the shit that's happening is not happening. If you want to be delusional, that's on you. I will watch you and your kids' demise. Do you understand me? Because this is the time that you need to be making a move right now. It's late at this point, to be honest with you, but it's still time enough for you can make a move before the new year rolls in. We're already in fall; it's starting tomorrow. But check this shit out. I'm not going to be guilt tripped, and ladies, I don't need y'all to be guilt tripped by these people. I notice a lot of divested women are very, very nice people. Contrary to what you hear up here, very nice people. Do not let them guilt trip you into helping them with something that you really can't help them with. On top of that, if you do help them, they're going to ask you again, because why? Now that you help them, you're some sort of sitting duck. You the lick, as they like to say in Blackistan. So when all else fails, let's ask Keisha, the divested lady from Oregon, because she wears her heart on her fucking sleeve. Okay, open mic. Welcome to the panel.
Hey, I'm so sick and tired of hearing the sob stories about how hungry they are, how they have nowhere to live. I'm sick of it. These people can be as brave and bold as they want to do all these crimes. That man T-boned somebody to steal their money, but they can't figure out how to get food with all the things that you have on the internet, how you can make indoor gardens and this and that. It is disgusting at this point. There is always an excuse on what they can't do. They always need help. But they can be the most ingenuitive motherfuckers to steal some shit from other people and
Make
to
make
screw
no
everybody
mistake
else
about
over.
it. Make no mistake about it. The dude that was, I don't even know if they caught him yet in that Benz, but make no mistake about it. He wasn't doing that to feed no family. He doesn't have to buy food because Jasmine and Keisha and Nevaeh and all you stupid ass bitches are gonna feed him. He's buying
Hmm.
that so he can buy himself some shit. Let's keep that part real.
And that's exactly what they do too. They buy all those fancy cars and the shoes with the money that they steal, not paying anything for their kids, and the women are getting all their resources from the government. And they're not doing shit for nobody. Nothing for it makes no fucking sense. And I'm just so sick of it. I'm tired of hearing the complaints. I'm tired of hearing the whining. I'm tired of sob stories.
Yeah,
And
I'm over it too.
I'm tired of it.
Let me put Nikki up here so I can see what's going on with this person. Okay. Another channel. Are you Dusty? Another channel. Are you Dusty? I'm going to answer for you in a second. Okay. I see that you went on ahead and allowed StreamYards to have access to your shit. So I'm going to assume that you're Dusty and I'm going to put you in the back. Okay. Bye. I can't. Let me move this shit over here. Y'all, I'm trying to spare y'all from seeing the dicks that I see back here. Okay. You never can tell what's going on. She talking about hello. Absolutely. Shit. Motherfuckers. Oh, she like talking to Dusties. That is a person that does not have a picture, number one. Number two, it just says another channel. So you can think what the fuck you want to think. And when somebody click the link, I'm going to ask them, are they Dusty? If you don't like that shit, you know what to do. Okay. Let's go on to our next story.
Other top story tonight, a son is formally charged in the murders of his mother and her boyfriend. Harper Woods.
All right. Wait a goddamn minute. What? Not Dust Bucket sitting up there looking like a mop. Wait a minute. I was told that black boys don't do this shit. I was told that this was some white folk shit. I don't know what's going on with, I don't know how that is a person, how that fell out of somebody's ass. Lord have mercy, give me the strength. Mammies, this is what you're adding to society. You wonder why people don't like you? This is why. This is why. When he crawled up out your ass, I'm sure he didn't look that much different. He was just a little bit smaller. Why do you keep terrorizing us with these motherfuckers? He doesn't even respect you. So the rest of us are in danger whenever you lay back and they tell you you 10 centimeters dilated and here the fuck he come. This y'all's kids. This is your kid. Come on.
Police say 19-year-old Denman Bergen Jr. shot and killed both at their home Friday afternoon. Our Victor Williams joins us live with more on what led up to the shootings. Victor?
Yeah, Grant, just like...
I'm tired of these black men being journalists. I just had to put that out there. They sit up here trying to pretend. I see what they doing. This is a not all report. That's what that is. Every time a naker does some stupid ass shit, you notice that majority of the time they got a nigga reporting on it. This nigga's Dusty too. Make no mistake about it. This is a Dusty fuck as well. Victor is Dusty. Let's keep going.
Like this scene tape remains right here. This is still a shocker for the many people that live right here in this neighborhood, but even more of a shocker knowing that it's a 19-year-old that's accused of being responsible for the death of two people inside of this house.
It was like kind of scary at first to see like a house taped up, and I wasn't expecting it.
Why are you mammies always emotionally inappropriate? What the fuck is funny here? Have y'all noticed, ladies on the panel, have y'all noticed that a lot of times when they throw these fucking microphones in these bitches' face, their demeanor is inappropriate a lot of the time? She's sitting there smiling. Listen, we talking about a 19-year-old motherfucker that just killed his mama. Anybody want to help me out here?
DZ, that sounded like a respectability politics. You you can't be expecting black folks to have an appropriate demeanor or appropriate attire for the correct situation. The fuck? And goodness, her teeth are that gap in
Up,
her teeth.
up. I was gonna let her live on that. I was gonna let her live, but guess what? Nobody would have saw that set of teeth had she put herself in the right. This is attention. This is what I mean, y'all, by black folks is attention seeking. There's a black woman dead. She's unalived. And here we go. If y'all didn't know, and I just took a screenshot of her by herself, you would think she was talking about how to do dread maintenance, how, where to get something good to eat from. This is, come on. Go ahead, boo.
They have no social or situational awareness, and if they do, they lack the decorum to operate in either realm. That is what I've noticed about them. Ain't shit funny about none of this. I don't know why she's smiling. What got a gap so mouth so goddamn wide open, her gap so wide we can drive a car through that bitch. Like I don't understand why they put her in front of the camera anyway.
It don't feel so good when the shoe is on the other foot, does it, mammy bitches? Because what y'all like to say is that divestors probably don't know how to get their hair done, don't know how to do this. Usually women that sleep with white men, they don't know how to dress, they don't know how to do. So since you say you think that has something to do with it, we're gonna give you back that shit. How about that part? What's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander.
I think they act like that because they genuinely enjoy it. I think it's entertainment for her. That's what she said. I never seen nothing like that before. I think she's laughing because it's entertainment for them. I think they like that shit. I think they just enjoy the drama. I think they enjoy the trauma. They like that shit.
Get out of this neighborhood.
19-year-old Damon Thomas Burgeon Jr. has officially been charged with 2 counts of first-degree homicide and 2 counts of felony firearm. LaJill Jones and her 12-year-old son Akeem are still shaking their heads in disbelief.
It's just crazy. It just appears across the street from your house. Like it's just that crazy. And I didn't expect that.
Prosecutors say on September the 2nd, the 19-year-old allegedly shot and killed his mother along with her boyfriend.
I'm honestly just glad to know that it wasn't random.
While the motive remains a mystery, the events that played out Friday have sadly become a black eye on an otherwise peaceful community.
It was just surprising because I got home before my mother. And when I got home, I saw a whole bunch of police out the house, inside of the house, and then Channel 4 got here. So it was like crazy, and then I saw medical. I was actually up in the middle of the night because they were doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but it was loud.
And Berger Jr. is...
Shut your dusty mouth, bastard. I don't want to hear what he got to say, to be honest with you. The little boy said they had medical and they had the police out there. They had the morgue out there, the coroner, the detectives. All of that shit came from outside of your community. That's the part nobody wants to talk about. You need these people. You need these people. So no amount of celebration of melanin is going to help with any of this shit. I hate to bust your bubble. Benor Lux, are you dusty?
Hey, not at all. I just rarely catch your broadcast. I actually signed on earlier this year because I live abroad. So the Benelux stands for because I live in Luxembourg now. Right now.
Okay.
I'm in Belgrade. But yeah, I just want to jump on and say hi real quick and and if you do talk to Miss Jane, I miss her. I haven't heard her voice on a lot. I always catch
I know.
post
I miss her
recording,
too.
yeah. Because it's middle of the night for me, but I've been drinking too much Reiki, so I'm up and can't sleep. but I just want to add though, when people talk about her laughing, the reality is a lot of this shit has been normalized. They are so used to it that it's almost funny. It's not sad anymore. There was a time you would see people interviewing about this stuff, they'd be crying in tears. They're used to it now, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, I say that all the time. It's gonna get worse, and I would be lying to you if I didn't admit that I'm enjoying watching what was told actually happening. Because the thing is this: they always think we making some shit up. If anybody's making some shit up, it's the people that's being extra, trying to warn you that divesting from the community, nothing's going to change from you. I'm sorry, what? You're not even going to have a place to go and buy your groceries from at the end of the day. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have girl.
And let me say this, like I said, I'm traveling. I'm in Belgrade right now, which is Serbia. So 30 years ago, this place was shattered by war. You remember in the 90s, Bosnia, Herzegovina, all that, just bombs everywhere. And you, except to look at the buildings, you would never know it because they've rebuilt their community in less than 3 decades. You can get
Thank
the
you.
groceries. Young people walking the streets with their telephones. This neighborhood is safe. I was out 3, 4 o'clock in the morning here, not scared. The worst part about it is you might have some of these Roma cab drivers who will jip you, but everybody tells you which cab drivers to go with, and so then you get the right ones, you're okay. But the rest of the city is safe, and this is a place that was war torn, and they rebuild. And how is it that they did in 30 years what we haven't been able to do in 200?
Because they got the damn testicular fortitude to do it. Black men don't
Mm-hmm.
have the testicular fortitude to do nothing but catch chlamydia and make bastard babies.
Mm. Tell me about it. Yeah. But all right, so I'm gonna drop back down, but I'll
All right.
continue listening till I drift off to sleep. But hey, everybody,
Thanks for coming up. Appreciate you.
no problem.
But DZ, the white man burned down Tulsa 100 years ago, and they just don't want us to have anything.
Girl, do you remember they killed the damn female president of the new Tulsa project? Come
I
on
remember
now.
that.
They killed her. She was taken and unalived by her unicorn, her so-called undusty fucking neka that was living up in her house. So I don't know what the fuck they talking about. They can miss me with all that history and slavery and all that extra shit. I'm good. I'm good.
A few months ago, you had even talked about a story where a black woman took the initiative to make a hydroponic garden for her community, and she used natural rainwater. They stole the rainwater drums, had to shut the whole project down.
I remember that. Damn, they around here stealing free shit, nigga. You can't even catch your own water in a bucket. I can't do this. Another channel. I tried you already. Are you dusty or no?
No, can you hear me?
Now I can. Amazing. What you got, baby?
Okay, I like what you're doing on your channel. And to just sum up, everyone's not going to be able to come with black women in terms of divesting or whatever people want to call themselves, and trying to help people, trying to help everyone who don't want to be helped or who want to bring miscellaneous degenerates around is dangerous. So you have to be discerning about who you want to help. So when you move to another place, you have to keep your location private. And I'm going to eventually start a group offline for black women where we can talk about, the 12 steps to starting your own life and protecting your privacy and everything.
And guess what's gonna happen? Another channel. A mammy is gonna infiltrate that shit. Okay, she's gonna infiltrate it. You're gonna have trolls. You're gonna have the same issues that are had over here. I'm up under any delusion that we can save all black women. That's ridiculous. I don't think we can save all black women, but I do think it's important to get the message out instead of trying to crawl up under a rock like some of these folks do, because there's some women that don't even know. They're very, very young. I'm talking about just graduated from high school. They need to at least see where the arrow and the exit sign is, at least. At least.
Yeah, I agree. And the last thing is the groups would constantly have to be vetted for infiltrators, because that will happen whether the group goes private or public.
Absolutely. Ask me how I know.
I know you know. I've been watching your videos.
Ask me how I know. Mammies are very, very resourceful when it comes to try to keep in black women in Blackistan. Okay, how many times have we heard about Lauren Smith Fields, right? And we don't even have any proof that that white guy murdered her. How many times? But nobody's talking about all the shit that's already been proven. I'm talking about the verdict is in. The verdict is in, and they are quiet as church mouse. What they're doing is sitting there with their fingers intertwined, waiting for some white guy to hurt a black woman so they can talk about it for 90 days.
Yes, and the last thing, whenever you watch those true crime shows or gangs, they know how to get things done when it comes to illegal activity, but they don't want to apply it to legal
things in terms of getting a job and starting your own business and helping your community.
Yay, we got some smoke on Taco Tuesday. We having fish tacos tonight. Them motherfuckers be slamming. But Bucky, if you ever been on my panel, and I don't know if that's true or not, Bucky, but here's the deal. Thank you. Thank you so much for never bringing your monkey ass back up here again. I am not rude to anybody that comes up here. When somebody gets off topic, I bring them back on topic. If somebody starts mammying, we get her off the mammy and shit. If you think that's rude, then you a fucking mammy, Bucky. Now I'm good. You got anything else? Because the link is in the chat. $2 hoe.
DZ, you forgot it might be a Dusty. Bucky might be a Dusty. So yeah,
He
of
can
course
still
you're
be a $2 hoe. He can still be a $2 hoe. All that bussy popping they be doing around these streets and on the internet. Hey, a hoe is a hoe.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, I was getting my car serviced on Saturday and I was in the waiting room and here comes one of these cicadas with a BBL. It was like that Trina song, Woo Woo Pull Over That Ass Too Fat. It was out of this world. I was like, my gosh. But Atlanta.
Look, hold on a second. Just trying to make sure. Bucky, you're not gonna go ahead and click the link? You're not gonna click the link. You just gave me your ramen noodles money, motherfucker. At least come up here and say some shit, right? Because I can drag these niggas all goddamn day. Okay, and you'll be here to listen. Why? Because you know it's true, number one, and number two, bitch, I got it. How about that part? You love my voice. You love when you hear a voice telling the truth. Come on up here so I can be rude to your ass for real, since you say I'm rude. Come on up here so I can go ahead and give you how y'all Hotep said, we're gonna manifest your words, because words have meaning and all that stupid shit y'all say. Yeah, go ahead and bring your monkey ass up here so I can be rude to you. How about that part?
DZ, can I interject something really quick? Ramen noodles, due to inflation, are now $2.39. So he was short. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. You two broke even for ramen noodles, but you up here talking shit and giving away your last $2. But all right, go off.
Ciao, bye. Y'all, so the Black women that's in your communities, they're birthing terrorists there. And also, I'm going to repeat what I said. They do not change. They're not going to change. Even some of these niggas that grow up in 2-parent households, they do the same shit. It's a lot of men that are in jail that had 2 parents in their house. Don't get that part fucked up. Bringing those dirty ass niggas back to the house to raise their kids, I'm of the opinion that it may have an adverse reaction. There's a lot of these people out here that's pretending as if there's a way that their son can be different. There's a way that if we homeschool them, because the school system is oppressive and they don't teach their real history and all that shit. What you're not saying is the fact that they are fucked up and it comes from the inside. Okay, let's go.
At just 22 years old, Drama Compton has an extensive arrest record. And this past Wednesday, he racked up even more charges.
That's right. That nigga's name is Drama. Do you hear me? That nigga's name is Drama.
The jokes write themselves.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We already got a problem, Houston. We already got a problem. Okay, what I'm not going to do is coddle you mammies and pretend like y'all some sort of victim, because you're not. You're not. How did Drama come into existence? Well, Drama's mother went on ahead and got her a Dusty and went on ahead and made sure that the rest of the world is unsafe. Multiply that by millions of motherfucking mammies, and here we the fuck go. Okay?
After police say he was knowingly driving a stolen Infiniti. In fact, he has been committing crimes for nearly half his life. Checking our archives, we discovered he was charged when he was just 13 years old for killing his then 10-year-old sister.
I don't think y'all heard this woman. Let me look at these comments, because I don't think y'all heard what Drama has done. No. He shot his sister in her face when he was 13 and she was 10. My question is, why is he out here on these streets with every goddamn body else? So if you look at your baby sister and went on ahead and pulled the trigger, do y'all stand a chance if y'all come across Drama? If y'all come across Drama, do y'all stand a chance? Now remember, Drama is now 22. He did that when he was 13, which means he spent no significant time behind bars for shooting his sister in the face. Okay, we have a problem with this, and I'm gonna tell you who's the issue, the main issue. We already know black men ain't shit. We already know that. But you women that keep on dealing with them, keep on birthing them, keep on fighting for them, fighting over them, all that shit, that you got a little bit of blame in this. Okay, you got to stop this shit. Period. Come on now.
Shooting her in the face after he said she dared him to pull the trigger. Take a look at this timeline to better understand his criminal history. In 2017, he was finally discharged from custody with the Department of Children's Services. Just a few months later, in March of 2018, he was arrested again and jailed for aggravated assault, carjacking, and a firearms offense. He was just released in March of this year. Just 6 months later, he is once again in lockup. But what makes the most recent case even more complex, detectives say he was seen driving near another Infiniti that was used by those who were later arrested for shooting a Memphis police officer. Keon Moore, Zenkarian Johnson, and Cavis Jones.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Who the fuck is naming these children?
I was just getting ready to go there. Do not deal with a motherfucker with Avius, Ante, Quan, any of that shit. That right there is going to eliminate black men right there altogether. I don't give a fuck if his name is Mike. Do not deal with them. They are all the fucking same. Ladies, let's talk about something real quick. It is not normal for men to be in a society where they're not respected. Men are supposed to build and provide and protect. These motherfuckers that y'all call men, your men, they don't have that. They're not able to do that, nor do they think you're worth doing it for. When you have a group of men that are constantly viewed for who they are in society, they do passive aggressive and overtly aggressive shit to try and get themselves labeled as a real man. Being that black men cannot fight white men, they cannot fight non-black men in any, there's no competition whatsoever. They fail at everything. They come in dead last in everything positive. Being that that's the case, you don't stand a chance. I'm not even talking about being in a relationship with them, because those are you that are in a relationship with them. I don't know what's wrong with your head. You need to have it checked. I'm just talking about in society in general. If he's not labeled a man and everybody else is labeled a man and they're known for positive things, granted, there's bad people in every race. Let's just get that part right. But in the black community, the percentages are so much higher that they can't shake the rap. They can't shake it. So they have to do little things and big things to make people respect them. And you are a delicious target for them because you love them to pieces. You love them to pieces, right? So whenever they're feeling like lashing out, you are right there trying to rub his hairy ass shoulders, feeding him nonsense that he knows. That's the part you don't understand. He knows it's not true. Calling him a king, it's embarrassing because he knows it's not true. He knows that he's not amazing. He knows that he ain't worth a fuck. And the fact that you're willing to open yourself up to him and give him access to you and your babies, you're going to lose respect as well and be in a very, very dangerous and precarious situation. These are just the facts. These are the facts. So if you think you can rehabilitate one of these motherfuckers, go try it. Try it. And we will have another motherfucking case to talk about because you're not supposed to be doing that. Anybody that you get into a relationship with should already be built. They should already have life in them. They should be sharing that shit with you. You should not be Brenda the Builder trying to turn these motherfuckers into anything. Okay? This is going to go on and on and on and on. And guess what? I'm going to eat my popcorn and watch this shit because I already know what it's going to be. Okay? If my channel depends on having a story to look, this story is damn near 2 weeks old. I get so much of this shit, I can't catch up. I'm resigned to the fact that my stories are always going to be at least a week old because they come in so fast that you can't catch them up. Y'all's bodies are dropping quickly. So I'm trying to cover everything or whatever. Sometimes important stories don't even make it up here because of time constraints. Okay? So if you still on that Quan, Ante, Avius ass shit log, good luck to you, ma'am. Good luck to you. Nothing's going to change. Okay? And anybody that y'all know that's still on that shit, you better get them out your life. Because not only are they going to be Quans and Aunties and Aviuses, they're going to be hungry and broke Quans, Aunties, and Avius. And baby girl, you're going to be in a real bad situation when they get hungry and you sitting up there boasting about your success. Let's go.
Were arrested in connection to that case. The trio appeared together in court Friday.
All three of them have been arraigned on the shooting. So what happens next is they get a lawyer. They're set for a report next week. We'll decide what we're going to do with the case from there. They can set it for a preliminary hearing.
Memphis police say while Drama Compton was arrested on the same day, same time, and in the same area as those three, they have no evidence he was part of the shooting of the officer.
3 have been charged in relation to the shooting. There is another individual that may or may not be charged later.
Drama Compton is set to go back before a judge September 7th. For now, he will remain behind bars as no bond has been set. Reporting in downtown Memphis.
Look at everything he had to do for them to finally say, we're not going to get him a bond. He had to shoot his little sister in the face. He had to commit a multitude of crimes. Right? And then a police officer had to be hurt in order for them to finally say, let's take him off the streets. Shane?
You know what? I don't really have a whole lot to say. It's really more of the same shit. These savages are being allowed to run amok with no consequences. And all I got to say is I'm staying strapped. If your little drama comes my way, I'm going to blow them locks back, his do-rag back, whatever, because I'm over the shit.
I am too. And for them to say we victim blaming, how many times you going to sign up to be a victim? How many times you going to sign up? And the ones that keep signing up to be victims got the most advice. A mammy with her whole life destroyed. Broke, sick, whatever she got going on. That's the bitch that got the most to say and the most critiques about you. You'll have women that'll tell you, hey, you're not supposed to let these men waste your time being engaged for 3 years. He may be stringing you along. And guess what? They be engaged for 3 and 5 fucking years. And we let them get away with it. We do. We let them get the fuck away with it. It's ridiculous. Hold on a second. I had to answer a text real quick. My bad. My bad. But I'm over this shit too. If y'all want to, I'll literally stop talking about this shit and jump in the motherfucking the audience and see what the fuck you got to say, mammy. What is your solution? I'd love to know what you think you're gonna do about something that's hundreds, maybe even thousands, according to certain sources, years old. The Black community will never, ever be fixed. And why you want it to, I don't know. Because in a fixed Black community, you still you won't be worth the fuck. You will not be worth the fuck. Let's just keep that part real.
DZ, may I say something?
Yes.
Do you remember, I don't know if other people remember, but back in the 90s and the early 2000s, they had declared the 3 strikes law?
Yes.
So the very mammies who are the reason that Drama with his bobbleheaded ass is out and about are the ones who railed against the 3 strike laws. But if you think about the shit he's done, we wouldn't deal with Drama if his ass would have been locked up with that law, which is why I don't think mammies should be allowed to say a goddamn thing, because they benefit. These nakers and these mammies recognize and they understand that Black women are the chief how do I put that? The chief export from that community, meaning anything that happens within that community, any progression we get comes from Black women. This is why I feel like, mammies, if you hopping on the shit log and you birthing these little bastards, then shut the fuck up. Obviously, you knew your son wasn't gonna be shit because you named him Drama. Now, if Drama were to encounter a woman like me, I would be curtain call on Drama because I blow that motherfucker do rag off.
I'd like to read Melanie's solution for these problems, if you don't mind, DZ.
Go ahead, boo.
So Melanie54 said that the solution is red lipstick, the correct lipstick, being something he has never experienced and being seductive. That's going to solve all these issues and ills we experience from Black males, the right lipstick.
Well, I guess y'all better get online and find y'all good lipstick. That's off the chain, and that's sad that you said that because that's the solution for some people. Which is really, really sad. Destiny Junior, is that what that says? Destiny Junior, who's Destiny Senior? She says so. Black women can't show their achievements now. Jealousy.
Didn't she hear that Black women having careers means that they're fake and they're just not who they say they are? Did she miss that one?
See, Destiny is trying to she's trying to be a smart ass, but here's the deal. Why are you bragging to a Blackistan about your accomplishments? Why? Because all you doing is saying, come get this shit, nigga. I live at 14816 Bushel Drive. That's what you're saying. You should not be bragging about your accomplishments to Blackistan. When you're amongst friends, absolutely you can brag about your accomplishments. You're going to find out whether they're your real friends or not, because usually when people aren't your friends, they don't like to hear about your accomplishments. But if you think it's safe to go ahead and brag about your accomplishments to Blackistan, well, I welcome you to do so as you were. Do what you got to do, okay? And then keep 911 on tap, because what's going to end up happening is if you brag to Black people about your accomplishments, somebody going to come get that shit. You're going to find out they jealous the hard way. So keep it up. Do more of the same if you want to. It's up to you. Do more of the same, baby girl, and watch what happens. But hey, you said what you said. You know, it's some shit that's out here that has to change. You have to change the way you move. Don't be out here telling motherfuckers you divested. Don't be out here telling all your business. Don't be out here sharing all your pictures. Don't be out here trying to do the most. Who are Black people to impress to begin with? Who are they to impress? If you're trying to impress a Black person 9 times out of 10, you ain't got shit going on your damn self. Because who the fuck is gonna try to impress a group of people that ain't got shit? You're not ready to hear about the Black community. You're not, Junior. Okay, it is what it is. It's on you, Kyra. Hey, babe.
Oh, hey. But yes, bragging about your accomplishments, around Blackistan just sets you up to get robbed or worse. It is what it is. They're always jealous of anyone who has anything. Like if you have 2 nickels to rub together, they're jealous. If you can read beyond an 8th grade level, they're jealous. Like any accomplishments you can think of, they'll be jealous of. The only things that Blackistan values is being able to play basketball or throw a football or rap. If you aren't on those 3 things, then they're going to be jealous, and you're just setting yourself up as a target. And there's been countless Black women. You remember in DZ, you remember in Atlanta a few weeks ago, it came out that there was a gang robbing celebrities here in Atlanta, and it was a bunch of Black males. Why were they robbing? Because they were jealous and lazy.
But Destiny says now you can't brag about your accomplishments. No, not to them. If you want your safety, if you give a fuck about your safety, you better not brag to no nigga from Blackistan. Are you kidding me? Them motherfuckers, that's the first time you'll see them taking notes. Okay? Trying to map quest their way to your fucking house. Asking Google to take their ass to your address. Welcome to the panel. I'm done with Destiny. Welcome to the panel, Carmen.
Thank you, DC. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
I just wanted to come up and ask, what lipstick shade would you be wearing this fall?
They don't want to talk about that shit. I actually am a gloss person. I don't wear a bunch of lipstick. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to come up and be silly. I love y'all, and I agree with everything you're saying, DZ, and I co-sign it, and I'll meet y'all in Discord. I love y'all.
Love you too, girl. Yes. MapQuest, dear. MapQuest. Okay?
DZ,
They will be on their way to your house. Yes.
why is it that the people who talk the most shit are the cheapest? If you're gonna get up here and talk shit, at least give more than $2 fucking. Y'all are some broke motherfuckers. God damn.
I don't think Destiny is gonna be bragging about no accomplishments, honey. I don't think she's gonna be. She's just being anti for the sake of being anti, and that's cool. That is cool. I would love for y'all to see what mammies actually do. This is what they do. Try to go ahead and say, "Oh, you're hindering us. Oh, you're policing us." I'm not policing a motherfucking thing. I'm showing you the options, and then I'm walking away. That's what happens in this motherfucker every week. Nobody's calling you. Nobody's asking you to please don't date the Dusty. You can go and fuck the shit out that Dusty if you want to. It's on you, and the consequences are all yours as well. Okay. Fuck wrong with you? Let me scroll down. I'm going down the comments. She already know. Yeah, she was just doing that shit to be extra. You know what? You know what Destiny gives. Come on now. You know what Destiny gives. Hold up. I'm gonna show you what Destiny gives. This Destiny. Destiny. Miss Junior, go and show your shit to the black community. The motherfucking hoes be mad as fuck. Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. I got one more before I get the fuck up out of here that I wanted y'all to see. Destiny tried to derail the goddamn conversation, and it ain't happening, boo. It ain't happening, boo. Fucking weird assholes. I swear to God.
1 year after the worst day of her life, Marissa Valdez's mom is sharing her daughter's story with Target investigator Susan Samples, hoping it will raise awareness, prompt conversations, and save lives.
I got older. Mom's got your face. Then you have bigger. Send them out. Say hi. Look, turn around. Grandma's got you. Say hi. Cheese.
911 emergency. Hi, y'all. I need medical attention. I need everybody. I just made a business mistake.
Grand Rapids police are investigating another deadly shooting.
Nobody could believe what happened.
Y'all may feel sorry. I don't. Her mother just said, nobody can believe what happened. I can believe it. And that 911 call with him saying, I need everybody, that didn't get past me either. I made a big mistake. That means he's expecting to be forgiven. Who got sinus problems up here? But yeah, he's expecting to be forgiven. Why? Because that's what the black community gives. They forgive everything that these motherfuckers do. But let's keep going. And by the way, this is what they do to their preferences, ladies, that y'all, the ones that still get upset that niggas fuck preferences, get over it. Get the fuck over it.
Okay. And what did you do? What's going on? I don't know. Where's my girlfriend? Oh, my. Is she there with you? Yes. What happened to her? Oh, I killed my girlfriend.
I called Marissa my Spitfire child. She was funny. She was really funny. She was loving and caring and great mother.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Their mom, so devoted to little Amir and Amira, will never see them blossom. Marissa Valdez is forever 24.
What do you tell the babies when they grow up? They know mom's in heaven. What do you say about their dad? I don't even know what to tell them about them.
You killed your girlfriend? Yes, I did. How did that happen? Outside. It was an argument. I had my gun on the...
Why does he sound like a fucking sissy? It was argument. Yes. Y'all, these are some of the most effeminate motherfuckers on the planet. How do y'all get ready to get in the bed with these sons of bitches? How does that work? He sound like he is wearing a big time dress and in very, very much distress, looking for some goddamn attention. I ain't gonna make it through this whole fucking thing. I'm not. I ain't gonna make it through this.
Maybe the argument was about that. Oh, sorry.
No, you good, boo.
Maybe.
And she tried to reach, so I grabbed it and
DeLeon Franklin initially tried to say, as the couple struggled over the gun, he accidentally shot his girlfriend at least 3 times. But there was no evidence that Valdez had ever reached for the gun, and no sign that the shooting was accidental, especially since Franklin unloaded a lot more than 3 bullets into the woman with whom he shared a home and 2 young children.
He shot her 9 times. Why would somebody shoot somebody that many times? Was there?
Those tears would have got me a year ago. I probably would have cried with this woman. But y'all, wait until you hear what this reporter says, and then I'm going to get y'all up out of here so that y'all can go do whatever y'all do. You need to hear what she says was his actual problem. Okay? I'm going to need for y'all that have daughters that are of dating age to put your girls up on game. My daughter already knows, don't you bring one of the motherfuckers to my house. She knows that. Am I telling her not to date one? Well, she's grown. She do what the fuck she want to do. But as for my house, don't you bring one of the motherfuckers around here. I don't care if your daughter get mad at you. You have to be able to say, I told her. I told her. So I'm not feeling I'm not feeling the tears, Mom.
Their baby's right there.
911 emergency. You're sure she's dead? Yes, I am. I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Police say 9 .40 caliber bullets struck the young mother as her children slept within arm's reach, but theirs were not the only heartbeats in that room.
She was pregnant. Oh my God.
Not only did he kill her, she had my grandbaby, and the babies were in the room when it happened.
Marissa was 5 months along with the couple's 3rd child.
For hours now, friends and family of the victim have been gathered on the other side of this apartment building.
I said, I gotta get in there. I don't want her to be by herself. I need to be with her. And the officer helped me. She's like, I'm a mom too. It's okay. You can't go in there. The police are. She's not by herself. I said, you please let me go.
Abram spotted her grandchildren standing with DeLeon Franklin's mom. He had called his mother before 911.
911 emergency.
So I run over there and I grab both of them. And she just looks at me and she's just crying.
I can't believe this is happening.
God, he getting on my nerves with that whining.
Mama.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that shit? That nigga said, Mama, what are y'all doing? What are you doing? This it right here? This is it? From here on out, mammies, you do what you want to do. Like I said, I'm just going to put this information out here, but you do what you want to do. If you sitting up here letting somebody that whines and moans for his mama to get on top of you, you have 0 self-esteem. 0. But I need y'all to hear what this reporter said, because a lot of y'all are going to get shook. Now, let me tell you this. You better get your ass up out of that goddamn community. And I mean, get your ass up out of there right now. The ones that are going to leave, not you motherfuckers that's still on the fence. Because if you're still on the fence, like I said, there's something wrong with you. Now's the time to go. Right now is the time to go. Okay? Come on here.
If there were warning signs in the young couple's relationship, it seems everyone missed them. The pair had broken up and gotten back together twice, but Marissa never reported violence, not to the police and not to family and friends. At gatherings, Franklin often hung back, not used to a large, love-out-loud family like Marissa's. He was very quiet, but respectful, said Abram, and the family worked hard to include the man they called Day-Day.
The Day-Day that I knew, I couldn't see him doing that. If they would have told me at the time it was somebody else, that's what I would have believed.
Stupid.
I wouldn't have believed it was him. So he fooled me.
The couple had lived together for 4.5.
We're not falling for that he fooled me shit anymore either. We're not falling for that shit. If he's standing there and he's a Tyrone and you see it, he didn't fool shit.
Half years, Franklin mostly stayed home with the children, while Marissa worked full-time as a medical assistant and dreamed of one day running her own online boutique.
She took care of him, her babies, herself, kept a full-time job, had insurance. He never did anything.
Oops.
Why didn't he just shoot himself if he didn't want to be around her?
Franklin later told police he and Valdez had been under a lot of stress, had been arguing all the time about their relationship, about money. He said he felt like nothing he did was ever good enough for Valdez. He also mentioned that one of his biggest fears was not being able to see his children all the time, but having to pay child support.
I know you heard that. Now we done with this shit. We're done. I know you heard that. One of his biggest fears wasn't that he wasn't going to see his kids, was that he was going to have to pay child support. Ladies, let me tell you something about the mammy. I know y'all go on these social media streets and y'all be seeing these motherfucking bitches talking about let's get these men off child support. Let's get them to do this. Let's relieve them. Let's just take care of them. That's the system. Ladies, it's not going to change. They don't think they have to. Y'all, this is one of his preferences, their preferences. So if you think your beautiful black ass is going to do any better than this girl did, well, then you done drunk the Kool-Aid and it's over for you. It's done for you. They don't think you deserve anything. Your life doesn't mean anything to them. And I don't know how else to put this shit to you, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not going to argue with mammies anymore. As a matter of fact, mammies, let me tell you this. You're no longer welcome on my fucking panel. I've made the link available and you didn't have anything to say. So guess what, bitch? You're not welcome up here anymore. There's nothing that you can say that's going to justify anything that these niggas have done. Before I go to bed tonight, there's going to be another one of your bodies that have dropped to the fucking floor. And guess what? It is what it is. To keep my mental sanity, I can't care about what y'all got going on. I can't care about your bodies dropping to the fucking floor. This is not something that you should have to beg for anybody to do. You shouldn't have to beg for somebody to save their own fucking life. So if you think shit's good, more power to you. Don't ever click my link. Don't ever ask me a question. Stay up out my inbox. Stay up out my Gmail. You already know the deal. You know the tea. What you like to do is to come back later on and put your little shit in the comment section. It don't do nothing but get fucking removed after they pick your meat off the bones, but it is what it is. Don't ever worry about clicking my link. I do not need to give you access to me because I'm a better bitch than you. How about that fucking part? You ain't ready for this type of shit. And you're doing the right thing by staying your black ass away from my goddamn channel and staying away from my goddamn panel. Sorry, not the fuck sorry. I have a self-esteem. I know who and what deserves access to me, and it's not one of you. Point blank, period. You don't have to come defend your Dusty. You don't have to do none of that shit. You just got to stay the fuck away from me because let me tell you something. I'm divested. I'm divested like a motherfucker. And guess what? My divested ass is going to tell you flat the fuck out. You can't have access to me. I gave you motherfuckers 2 years to try to come up with some sort of way to make it seem like these niggas is worth the fuck. And so I can check your ass, baptize you, and get the fuck. Look, I said what the fuck I said. You do what you want to do. Okay? As for those of you that have a good self-esteem, go. I don't want to hear about no fucking financial issues. I don't find a way up out of there. This is your life at this point. You don't make excuses for not saving your life. You don't. Kyra, you got anything before I take my ass to Discord? Because I'm ready to talk shit some more and spill some more tea.
Oh no, I'm ready for the tea, so I'll be quiet.
Okay, what about you, Mistress Rogue? Okay, she must have stepped away. Anything, Miss Shane, before I take my ass up in Discord and we can get this hard R popping? Because I'm ready.
No, ma'am, I'm too drunk to be
I'm just ready
calm.
for Discord. Um,
You go ahead and do what you got to do. As for me and the other divested women, we will be enjoying the tea. I'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all for coming out. See you on Friday. Bye.